थैंक यू रोहित सर, आपने जिन नवाचारों के बारे में बताया हम बहुत अभिभूत हुए। हमारे अगले जो स्पीकर हैं सी अभय छाजेड सर, वाइस चेयरमैन ऑफ द प्रोफेशनल स्किल्स एनरिचमेंट कमेटी। उनका जो व्यक्तित्व है काफ़ी विराट है। ही हैज़ बीन सेंट्रल काउंसिल मेंबर फॉर द सेकेंड टर्म एंड ही हैज़ बीन हेडिंग कमिटी ऑन कमर्शियल लॉज, अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड बोर्ड्स एंड यूनियन डायरेक्टरेट. I would now like to invite sir to come and kindly bless us with his words of wisdom.
Thank you, Milan. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. So, of course, already mentioned that apologies for being late here today for reasons. We had to spend, in fact, Abhay had to spend the entire night at the airport also, and some travel issues, but just could manage to come because we wanted to come and address the gathering, more importantly on the very important subject and the committee, Professional Skill Enrichment Committee, where he is the heading for last almost 10 months now. So thank you all of you for being patient and being here in large numbers. So thank you, and a big round of applause for all of you for being here. Highly respected, the chairman of Professional Skill Enrichment Committee, of course a very dear friend, CA Chhajed from Surat. I've been vice chairing this committee, and there's so much in this committee. Each day you do something new in this committee with respect to the skill enrichment, skill development, skill upliftment. I think there's so much which we do it for members and for students. I think tremendous opportunities now is coming for chartered accountants going forward and in coming years to come. Of course, my two council colleagues and Rohit Ruvatia, the chairman of Board of Studies Operation and other committees he's heading and doing a lot of work. Of course, he has an important event today and tomorrow at Indore, the Students' National Conference. I think very important, the Student National Conference. I think any year, Indore, I don't know if any year they have missed without a student conference or a national conference. The number of students which Indore has, I think it's, if you say compare it with the rest, Madhya Pradesh would be equivalent to what Indore has the student strength. So compliments to Rohit, Rajat, Anand, the regional council member, all the members taking the national conference again for students. More important, the opportunity students get to speak, to interact among these students themselves and listen to the experts who would be speaking on this specific subject for next 2 days. A very dear friend and newly elected council member from Indore, CA Pankaj Shah, truly an opportunity. I think we have got someone among the learned council members contributing so much, especially in the income tax. Of course, he has been doing a lot of work for last many years. But there's new subject which actually also has become very close to my heart, and being the chairman of Commercial Law, Economic Advisory, NPO and Cooperative. That subject is very important, is on succession planning. And I think he is one person who has been speaking on succession planning for last few months or maybe years and has taken number of sessions. And I think that is one contribution, and I would say a few faculties, and one among those is Pankaj, who has been speaking on this succession. Yesterday also, he virtually addressed about 60 members at Kolkata, where we had a session on succession planning. So thank you, Pankaj, for all the contribution being done in the council. And truly, I think I must compliment the entire Indore membership, and in fact all the membership, to giving us such a wonderful council member in the council for contribution in various subjects. So thank you. And of course the MSS, which is the deputy convener, the members and students section, where a lot of initiatives have been taken. On the dais and off the dais, of course, I can see Samkit Bhandari, Sumit Nemaji, and all the respected members, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, good morning to all of you. So since Judge Hera would speak about the Professional Skill Enrichment Committee and the initiative, I can only share a couple of important initiatives of one of my committees which I am heading. In fact, two committees. One is the Commercial Law, Economic Advisory, NPO and Cooperative, and second is the Directorate, which is named as the Directorate of International Trade, Services and WTO. This is again an important committee which is now doing a lot of work. I'm sure members are aware there are a lot of outsourcing of work, outsourcing of services, opportunities from overseas which are coming to India, particularly jurisdiction like US, UK, I talk about New Zealand, Australia, then Middle East, and even Canada. So a lot of work is coming, so that this committee specifically talks about the initiative in the outsourcing services. But before that, I think when we talk about skill enrichment, we talk about upskilling. definitely the professional skill enrichment is doing a lot of work, a lot of webinars, physical programs, certificate courses we have on skill development, skill enrichment. We've also launched a certificate course on consulting, specially designed for members for, really want to just get into consulting services. This certificate course will definitely help. And we have Samit Mishra, also the secretary of this committee. Any clarification, any points which needs clarification from the subject related on the professional skill, he is the person available today for discussing any such matters with respect to the certificate course. But going to the commercial law committee, very important, two important initiatives which we took this year. In fact, many more, but two important certificate course which I would like to share among members. One is a certificate course on labor laws and compliances. Now, and I can tell you, friends, barring any age, now when the labor codes been announced and now are in place, and of course, learned member also is here, Sumit Devaji, who does so much in these areas. So labor codes, I can tell you, is one area of opportunity which now will come to members. And for this, we have initiated, of course, the labor law certificate course was approved in July. We had a first batch, October, November we completed. And after having these labor codes, more for ease of doing business, and just 4 codes now available, and you have to study these labor codes. And I can tell you, we have been giving work to consultants. We've been just referring the work to the consultant. Whatever opportunities in labor law compliances we've got, we just refer to a consultant, and we have never were interested to undertake such work. But now I can tell you this would become a vertical within the firm, a new area of opportunity. You have to really study this. There will be questions coming from clients. And it is not just question coming from clients, it has to be questions which needs to be answered because you being an expert. So every such question on labor codes, labor related matters or compliances, even now you have to study. You cannot just say that you have to ask someone, or you may take few days to respond. Now that time is not there. You have to be ready with responses, and these are opportunities. So this is what an area which will now be coming up. We'll also be starting a faculty development program very soon, where we'll create faculties in labor law compliances. Anybody interested may definitely reach out to the Committee of Commercial Law, where you want to become a faculty and you are expert or may want to become an expert in labor codes, labor compliance. You can join the team. We'll plan region-wise. We'll also come up with publications and certain more initiative in the labor code. So labor compliances, labor laws, these are an opportunity which definitely is coming to all of us very soon and in quick time. Second certificate course which we launched this year was on estate and succession planning. Now this is again an area of opportunity. I can tell you, friends, there are succession planning in family, there are family offices, there are family enterprises, and I think Pankaj has been speaking. Sumitji was one of the speakers in one of the webinars and sessions which we had just few weeks back, where members want to know within the family even succession planning, how it has to be done. A client would not go to a lawyer to ask for a succession planning, because we being most trusted, he'll come to us and he'll ask कि भाई succession planning मुझे करनी है, family की करनी है, will बनाना है, drafting करनी है, I want to make a gift deed, or I want to make a power of attorney. He'll come to you, and I can tell you this area of opportunity. We did one batch of succession planning which started. We're doing another batch of succession planning. So members interested certainly should look into these areas. These are new areas, new verticals. We've been doing income tax, we've been doing audit, we've been doing GST. But I think somewhere these are all related areas of opportunity, and if you are ready for these opportunities, you can respond to your clients, can charge fees. Because आज मैं audit की fees बात करता हूँ, we are all in a small group, sitting in a closed room. Audit fees, everybody in the world knows what is the audit fees for what. Income tax की filing की बात करता हूँ, everybody knows in the world what is the filing fees. But the moment you say कि drafting of will करना है, या power of attorney बनानी है, या अच्छी partnership deed, I want to make a partnership deed, everybody would have a good and a reasonable charges fees which will be not less than a certain amount, because that's not anything or everybody can do it. So here I think you have to specialize and grab the opportunity which is now coming to all of us. So succession planning again is an area of opportunity. And third, I can speak about mediation. See, we've been hearing about arbitration for last 15 years or plus. ICAI started certificate course on arbitration, and we have done almost 1500 such members qualified with more than 38 batches of arbitration we have done for last 10 to 12 years or even 15 years to start with. We have completely revised the certificate course, but arbitration, I would tell you, even an of course settlement, but still has a process, a procedural process which was to be followed. But mediation is even simpler as compared to arbitration. So that I think is an area of opportunity. First batch we have launched on mediation. On 15th of December, the registrations are open. Members, I can tell you, mediation is the future. We have the act already announced in 2023. We'll having rules very soon coming. The Mediation Council of India will be very soon formed, like Arbitration Council also has been done. So these are areas which we'll have to look at. I can tell you even a small settlement between a client and a creditor or a client and a debtor, like Pankaj was mentioning about debtors' notices. You know, instead, if you send notices, of course, that's a legal process, but that debtor sitting with you, with the client, and can settle that matter immediately by just doing a mediation process. And these are all off-court settlement, freely settled, and you being the most trusted person, you can able to do it, settle the amount, and charge good fees for taking or undertaking these services. So this is again, we thought as an area of opportunity which you must look at in terms of mediation. So labor laws, we have done first batch, we'll do another batch very soon, succession planning, and the mediation which is there. So looking to these, the area of opportunity, we thought that we should have a Section 8 company separately formed for ICAI Arbitration Center. So we formed on 30th of July this year, launched the Section 8 company registered with NCA. It is called as ICAI International ADR Center, so Alternate Dispute Resolution Center. We have opened up the office at Sector 1. This is C1 of ICAI. We have taken a place there, we have identified a place where we have alternate dispute settlements being done. So two parties coming and you interested can come and settle the dispute. That will be an arbitration center officially of ICAI International Arbitration Center. That's the first place. Going forward, we'll go to regional offices. Going forward, after that, we'll go to large branches. Like for example, Indore have their own infrastructure. We'll find a place where we can identify a place, a small room, where we can have an ICAI arbitration center where dispute could be settled. Members will come, the clients will come, and you can able to settle the dispute sitting here itself. So this is what 30th July gave, where Arjun Meghwalji, the Minister of Law, has launched formally the Section 8 company, which is now in place. We have the second board meeting on Monday, which is 8th, and we have 7 government non-members and 5 members of ICAI which are part of the board, and a lot of area of opportunity which we are looking at. Like was mentioned that Singapore being the largest in arbitration, we want Indian government to recognize ICAI International ADR Center as the international center for dispute settlement. So this is where the effort is. We've been meeting with the Honorable Minister of Law, Arjun Meghwalji. We are also proposing that Arbitration Council and Mediation Council should have ICAI members, at least 1 or 2 members part of the council, so that any suggestion from the members with the experienced members can also be given to them, so that whenever the rules are framed or whenever there are initiatives which are taken for members, those are well taken care before any changes have been happened. Just like we gave a pre-budget memorandum before the act, the income tax, each year the finance act comes, or the post-budget memorandum when the act after that we submit. Similarly, wherever suggestions are needed, we can be part of the council. And another important thing which we, or initiative which we took is, I'm not sure how many of you have visited the commercial law website, where you find a link. It is called as Download Legal Form Utilities. So please have a look to this. Commercial Law Committee पे आप जाएंगे site पे, वहाँ पर right side में you'll find Download Legal Forms Utility. 32 templates we have created, partnership deeds formats, 11 formats we have designed, vetted by expert, and we have put it in a Word file. You just have to download. Power of attorney, हमने अच्छे formats बनाए वहाँ पर place किए. Wills हमने बनाए, we have placed it there. These are all vetted by experts. 32 such templates are already there. So when you go to that download legal form utility, you'll be able to extract a partnership deed and see which all important paras which can be added in the partnership deed before the deed is issued to your client or when you give services. Power of attorney, how it has to be drafted well, is also been there. Wills, how do we prepare? So all these are available, and we are adding more such forms regularly, or we are trying to add more maybe each month or maybe in a quarter, where we get more important, because this committee has everything other than income tax, GST and company law. Everything is covered in this committee. Whatever you name it, or any law of land you speak about, is part of this committee. So हमने इस तरह से template develop किए. Section 8 company we have done. Publications on professional opportunities, please have a look. Opportunities on economic offense, opportunities on FEMA, opportunities on RERA. RERA, I mean, we have done residential courses at RERA. Last year we did a wonderful batch of residential course at Hyderabad, where I believe Anand Jain also was part of that batch. 62 members were there. This year again we did a batch of 63. And we had done a comprehensive study of each state. कि रेरा में अपॉर्चुनिटीज हर स्टेट में क्या है, क्या इश्यूज हैं, उसको पूरा कंपाइल करके हमने पब्लिकेशन रेरा अथॉरिटीज को सबको सेंड किया एवरी स्टेट विद अ हैंडबुक which gives every detailed issues of each state and what are the opportunities which we as chartered accountant can provide services to authorities. So this is also a study which was done. So I'm just trying to give you an idea. May not be good time or speak more in detail, because we have the chairman, and of course with the request of Rajat, I thought maybe I can just speak for 5-10 minutes with the permission, that whatever, it's important that we should share the initiatives and opportunities where the members may not be fully aware. But please have a look to the website of commercial law. You'll find a lot of things, initiatives which are there, and there are certain initiatives which are in pipeline which we have decided. Couple of programs already lined up. Please have a look to these programs. We do every week a Know Your Law series, where we pick up one law of specific area, and just day before we had the DPDP. We know there is DPDP now, rules have been come, they are framed, so we had a DPDP session. On 11th, we have a Know Your Law series. Every Thursday we do it in the evening, 4 to 6 or 5 to 7, depending on the availability of the expert. 11th, we have the labor codes session, where we have a speaker speaking on labor codes. So definitely I would request you do a study, listen to the experts, listen to the practical aspects of these labor codes, and understand that how you can bring it in your practice day to day and create an opportunity. So every week we come up with some law, speak about it, and I think this is an opportunity. So on the other side, quickly 2 minutes more I'll just take. Yes sir, on the WTO, because that's also an outsourcing area of opportunity, which is now I see a lot of young members who are here. So outsourcing services, like I said, we started a certificate course for US market, which was November 23. आपको पता है यहाँ भी इंदौर में भी, and small places there are chartered accountants who are getting work from US, from UK, from Canada, from Middle East. They are opening up offices, or the offices are open in India. So we are helping our members through certificate courses, developing their skills which are not there or are missing. Any chartered accountant who approaches a US accounting firm or a US foreign entity or a CPA, the first thing is asked is how you have upskilled yourself, what do you know about the accounting of US, what do you know about the payroll management of US, what do you know about the filing of tax returns of US, or or how you have created softwares internally within the office or an infrastructure or resources. So we have created a certificate course which is 20 days. First batch started in November 23. We have done 10 batches of US course. Almost 1500 members have participated and have cleared, 1200 such members have cleared the exam. Looking to the success of US, we started for UK. We have done already a second batch. Now going forward in 10th council meeting, we are taking 2 more jurisdictions, which is Australia and Canada. Our proposal is that Australia, there's a lot of work which is coming, and I can tell you, believe me friends, there the accountants or the members are not becoming CPA, and they're not further going for CPAs, they're going into different professions. So there's a lot of work which is coming from US, Middle East or other places, because they don't have accountants. And we being most technically sound, we being most cost effective, we being most readily available and responsive, I think we are the best person in the entire world. I don't compare it with the competitions like Philippines or Ireland where they have competition, but the cost or the technical expertise, we are at much upper level and better than providing service to anybody. So I can tell you that please look to these opportunities. US, UK, Australia going forward. First batch will start in January 2026. Now also to help our members, we have created a platform. Now this platform at the ICAI, it is called apo.icai.org. I would request all to just have a look, give your suggestions also. APO stands for Accounting Process Outsourcing. So it's a platform where we are asking the Indian firms like all of us to register, and foreign entities who are interested or looking for Indian firms to register at this platform. So when you go to register, you'll find Indian entity and foreign entity, so you will be able to do it for yourself. Similarly, our chapter offices, which are 54 in the entire world other than India, and 31 representative offices which are out of India in 47 countries altogether, we are asking that they reach out to foreign entities, accounting firms, and ask them to register at this portal. So we have got few profiles of foreign entity. We have got 700 Indian entities already registered in this portal, started in February 2025. Please have a look. We are in process of approving these 700 entities, and once done, based on certain criteria, they'll be visible to the foreign entities who register at this platform. So these are opportunities which is there at the APO portal, and many more opportunities at the portal and at the WTO website. Please have a look. Publications, other areas. Again, we have started a Global Udan series where we are calling the chapters experts on a specific subjects, on opportunities. Every week we do it just for members to get an idea what are the opportunities available. So I think these were some of the things more for, I would say an area of opportunity, emerging areas, and of course for doing all this we have to keep upskilling ourselves. We have to do regular skill development, and professional skill enrichment committee is one committee which is helping you with this, with a combination. But three words very important which I'll say is ethics. We can never be away from ethics. We always have to follow these ethics in life. Your technical skills, your professional skills, your communication skills will help you to grow. But for ever to be in limelight or be in the race, the ethics have to be followed all the time. Second is technology. There is no time when you can start. You can start any day in technology. Please learn tools and use them in your day-to-day practice. This is my submission, a request. Small, big, whatever tool, but you should have a tool. Learn AI. Technology, please bring technology in your practice. I think that is where it will help you to grow faster and provide good services, quick services to your client. And third, upskilling the expertise, which has to be done. A lot of certificate courses, any area of interest. Please do certificate course of your interest. Upskill yourself, develop your skill to provide specialized services, because time is not there that single person can do all services under one roof, under one umbrella. You have to consolidate, you have to aggregate and network and provide services. This is the time, and I can tell you 3 years, 5 years, we have been seeing in medias the way government has been moving in direction of ease of doing business, the way small company definition has changed from 40 to 100, 4 to 10, things would just be an increase, and ease of doing business would be the key factor for the government for next, I would say up to 2032 at least, which I have assumed. So please consolidate, network, upskill yourself. I think that is what the key and will keep us in the race and ahead of all the other professionals. So once again, thank you Rajat for this opportunity. Of Milind and Anand and entire team, Pankaj, everybody and all the distinguished managing committee members for giving me this opportunity, and all of you for the patient hearing. Thank you.
थैंक यू रिस्पेक्टेड सर फॉर योर विजडमफुल वर्ड्स. हमारे जो अगले स्पीकर हैं सी जय चेरा, ही इज़ द चेयरमैन ऑफ द प्रोफेशनल स्किल्स एनरिचमेंट कमेटी. जब सर के बारे में मैं थोड़ी देखभाल पूछताछ कर रहा था तो मुझे देखने में आया कि इतनी डिग्रीज थी सर की कि मुझे ये आश्चर्य हो रहा था कि इतनी डिग्रीज एक जीवन काल में व्यक्ति कैसे कर सकता है. काफ़ी आश्चर्य से भरा मेरा वो अनुभव रहा. सर in addition to his professional academic achievements, he is also a gifted musician and a singer, and he has a very rare blend of creativity, discipline, and intellectual depth. I would now like to call upon CHI Chara sir to kindly address this August gathering.